tuning into 2K Sports' presentation of the NBA. I'm Damon Bruce. The NBA regular season tips off. It's the Brooklyn Nets going up against the Washington Wizards. It's the NBA up next.
Ladies and gentlemen, H to the Izzo.
What a night here in D.C. The view from above, capturing the Capitol building and beyond, the Washington Monument. Well, the weekend has officially begun, and we welcome you to this 2K Sports presentation of NBA basketball. Along with Steve Kerr and Clark Kellogg, this is Kevin Harlan. The starting fives for our game. Here are tonight's starting lineups. Someone will be keeping an eye on John Wall.
Well, as athletic as the players are in this league, Kevin, John Wall, I think, is one of the best. I mean, he's so strong for a guy that size. Blazing speed, incredible quickness. So he can blow by defenders and get right into the lane.
Steve, it's almost unfair to see how easily he makes the most of his athleticism, isn't it? My goodness. I mean, not only can he run for days, but he looks like a cat out there the way he's able to twist and turn through traffic.
For the Washington Wizards, they've come in off a good outing against the 76ers in Philadelphia. And they put it all together in that game. It added up to a phenomenal win.
And you know what was most impressive? They wasted very few possessions in that game. They ran their offense close to perfection.
That's what we call the mute button game in front of a hostile crowd. They never let the fans get into it, had them on their hands the whole time.
That's like a layup for him. He's just wide open out there.
Well, Trevor Ariza is not really a great offensive player, but defensively now, that's a different story. He's a stopper. He's got good length and athleticism. And I like the intensity he plays with. This is a guy that only played 1 year of college basketball. He's made a nice career for himself in the NBA.
Now here's Pierce. He had 13 points in the win against Utah. Second shot opportunity, and Lopez with the nice bucket inside.
Strong rebounding, and he's rewarded with the easy putback.
Doris Burke had a chance to catch up with head coach Randy Whitman. Doris, what did he have to say?
One of their harder tasks in this game will be finding a way to slow down the explosive scorer, Joe Johnson. He said there isn't any one answer, as Johnson can and will play so many different roles in an offense throughout the course of the game. He said he can initiate plays as well as finish plays. We'll just have to make sure we don't lose track of them. Guys?
Great. Thanks for the report, Doris. Clock at 6. Williams kicks to Garnett. Good, and it's Williams who picks up the assist. And for Ariza, you remember that postseason with the Lakers, Steve, back in 2009? We shot the lights out.
Yeah, and you wondered at that time whether the light had really come on for him offensively. But you know, I think he's still a player who's best suited rebounding, defending, being a hustle guy, an energy player. And when he makes shots, it's just kind of gravy, but really it's about everything else with him.
Good description. Johnson outside. Pass to Lopez. Another shot. And Garnett misses. Last game for Brooklyn, they picked up the W against the Utah Jazz.
And a lot of their scoring in that win came from unexpected places, from guys who don't typically get a lot of minutes.
And you know what? Those guys on the bench, they practice every day too, even if they don't play every night. And that night, they were ready.
And the dunk by Lopez. This game's going to take a big swing. Clark, if the D continues to clear out like that and give up easy dunks.
Yeah, that's the kind of defense we expect to see in a blowout, Kevin, or even an exhibition game, not a close game like this.
Look how frustrated Steve is over there.
Well, I just, you know what, Kev,
disgusting.
come on, Kev, I just like that he didn't choose to just lay it up there. I mean, he threw it down with force. Okafor.
Here's Nene, and there's 2 points. Working on the glass, paying off that time. First quarter of play, we're about 3 minutes in. Williams dishes to Johnson. Pass to Lopez. And he takes that one up and powers it through. Clark, I'm guessing that wasn't the plan for the D on that trip.
And I'm agreeing with you there. Once they open the lane up for him, That was a little emphasis on that finish.
Take what the defense gives you and then just power it home, right? Why not?
Here's Wall. After the basket by Brooklyn. Kicks it to Nene. Beal launches it. Rebound, Brooklyn. Lopez has got his 4th rebound with that last one here tonight. First chance of the season for them to go up against this Wizards team.
And as you'd expect, they pretty much handled this team a year ago.
Here's Pierce. Wall with some nice defense. Mark, opposite ends of the conference here. The expectations are pretty much the same as last season.
Well, Kevin, you never know what's going to happen. You don't know where the upsets will take place, but they do occur pretty much all the time.
Williams against Wall. Outside Williams. The feed to Johnson. Now the pass to Lopez. He dents the rim with a two-handed slam. Wow.
Boy, beautiful assist. That's a couple of teammates clearly on the same page.
And up and down season for the Nets last year, and the playoffs were just more of the same. They ended up getting knocked out by the Bulls in the only first-round matchup that went to 7 games.
Now here's Ariza. An 11-point game for him in the win against Philadelphia.
And he was just lurking defensively in that game, Kevin. 4 steals during that ball game.
Now here's Williams. Following the miss by Trevor Ariza. Here's Johnson. The finger roll finish at the bucket. Johnson's got his first basket of the night. Well, back to the Nets in the playoffs. They lost a game at Barclays early and looked to be on the ropes down 3-1 after 4 games, but they did well just to steal one in Chicago and force a game 7.
What a strange series that was. The Bulls made that miracle comeback behind Nate Robinson in 1 game and then ended up going on the road to Brooklyn and winning game 7. What a disappointment for the Nets in their debut season in Brooklyn.
Here's Williams following the basket by John Wall. Williams passes to Garnett. Johnson outside. Nice ball movement by Brooklyn. 6 on the shot clock. Here's Pierce. No good. Good D by Ariza. Washington's gone 2 or 3 from deep so far in this game. Wall against Johnson. Wall fires, and he comes off the screen to bury the jump shot. Wall's got 9 points.
Wow, this has been a thriller. I mean, the way these teams are battling, just going back and forth.
Would you like to bet that this game may end on a buzzer beater? How much would you bet?
Now here's Pierce. No scoring yet from him, but that's likely to change. The kick out to Williams. Offensive rebound, Nets. Outside, Pierce. He feeds it to Johnson. A second chance effort. Lopez guarded by Nene. Williams kicks to Johnson. Second chance shot. And lots of contact there. Missing the shot. He'll shoot 2.
Well, you look at the Joe Johnson trade for the Nets. They picked up his max contract from the Hawks, committing $80 million over 4 years. But, you know, last season, his lowest point output in over a decade. A down season overall, but hey, there's a lot of talent on this team. He's not expected to score as much anymore.
And he knocks down the first one. And for the Nets, they started the season doing some of that isolation offensively for Joe Johnson that we saw in Atlanta, Clark.
And even with the most efficient individual scorers, that's not usually the way to go offensively over the long haul. With Joe going through a bit of a lull in terms of his shooting percentages, I thought they might have been better served to anchor the offense around Brook Lopez inside.
That one drops. He ties it up.
Points in the paint for the Wizards, really a problem area last season. Even with their revamped front court, it was not easy for them to finish at the rim. Maybe a full year of having John Wall healthy will help that because he creates easy scoring opportunities.
The 2K leaderboard provides us now with this list of last season's assist leaders. Number 5 is Darren Williams.
Now, very few guys pass the ball better than he did. Just great open court vision.
The Wizards have gotten 6 of 11 shots to go down so far. Pretty nice shooting. As for the Wizards, as you said, Clark, they ended up being the second worst team in the NBA when it came to points in the paint. But they just couldn't get much going from their bigs down low, Steve.
And some of that was the injury to John Wall early, because he's the one who has to set the table for those guys. But look, this is a team that has made some improvements. They're gaining some momentum. They've got some good young talent. I think that area, the points in the paint, is going to improve as this season goes on.
Here's Blotch after the made shot from Serafin. Excellent D there from Serafin. For Washington, they've gone 7 of 12 from the field here in the first quarter. Beal dishes to Harrington. Beal the pass to Wall. Tries again. Shot by Serafin. No good. Brooklyn trailing. Pierce kicks over the watch. Johnson. Out of bounds. Washington takes possession.
Well, head coach Jason Kidd, that's a phrase I didn't expect to hear this quickly, but Kidd wasted no time. Only a matter of weeks after he announced his retirement as a player, he was named the head coach of the Brooklyn Nets. And it's going to be interesting to see the transition. Kidd, obviously great basketball IQ, so well respected as a person in the league. I think it's just a matter of time before he really finds his footing and becomes an excellent coach. And now a look at Deron Williams. Some numbers on him. Last year, getting it done. 5th in assists, 13th in scoring. Then he was also in the top 15 in free throw percentage, so a great year for him.
And he ranked in the top 5 in assists as well, Steve. I mean, he was really a maestro out there, conducting the offense, running it smoothly. I mean, they gave him the keys to the team and let the offense run through him. That was a good decision.
Here's Kirilenko. The top of the key jumper is on the mark. Kirilenko's got his first basket. And back to Coach Jason Kidd, Clark, a rookie at the coaching profession, but one of the most intelligent and respected point guards over his 19 years in the NBA.
Yeah, always respected as a leader, and his basketball IQ off the chart. So I think he's one of the few guys that could go right from playing to being a successful head coach.
Gets it to go. Serafin's got his second basket.
4 of their last 5 makes came off of a high-quality shot inside.
Yeah, that's textbook basketball. Just having their way down low.
Kirilenko kicks to Williams. Kirilenko with the screen for Williams. Kirilenko is guarded by Harrington. A nice pick right there to get him right to the rack.
Boy, that's some physical basketball out there. I'm glad I'm not in the middle of that. A hard pick and an assault on the bucket.
Old school stuff there.
Yeah, there was a lot to like on that play.
Now here's Ariza. Outside, Wall. 6 to shoot. Shoots from the high post. Harrington controls the rebound and puts it back up and in. And the Wizards lead by 2.
Boy, nice tip in to salvage the points from the missed shot. And made it work.
Yeah, and those second chance points, Clark, they do add up.
Yes, sir.
They sure do. That's why boxing out is so important. Defensively, you can't just let a guy get to the rim and not put a body on him. And no question, he got bumped on that shot.
Definitely no room for discussion on that one.
That free throw missing.
A slow start to the season for the Wizards last year, but they were able to rally and turn things around in part because of how they were able to play at home. Winning at home, always the easiest way to jumpstart a streak.
And he ends up missing both free throws. Winning at home, a big part of how the Wizards turned things around. Ended up with a 22-19 record, which is something considering they dropped their first 5 here in D.C.
Well, it was interesting. Once Wall came back from the injury, things started to come together. You have the veteran front line with Monet and Okafor, with shot blocking. It's a pretty well-rounded team, and I think finally things are looking up in Washington.
Here is Livingston after the made shot from Porter. Livingston dishes to Kirilenko. Feeds it to Livingston. Livingston gets a screen from Blotch. Anderson kicks to Terry. Brooklyn needs to get off a shot here. And it's Anderson that time on the assist by Terry. Anderson's got himself on the board with 3 there.
Boy, this game is off to a terrific start.
No doubt. On both sides, high-octane offense.
Maynard kicks to Webster. Dishes to Maynard. Passes it to Booker. Rebound Blotch.
Well, even for a guy not known for his ability to attack the rim, I mean, he's got to lay that one in.
Terry the pass to Anderson. They now take the lead.
The number of points they've scored in the paint already today is pretty eye-opening, Steve.
Oh, it's off the charts. It really is. And defensively, I mean, they have to start shutting down some of those lanes to the hoop.
Reggie Evans, he's checked in for Brooklyn. Mirza Teletovic comes in for Andre Kirilenko. And a closer look here at the scoring breakdown for the Nets.
And some great drives to the bucket for them to this point, guys.
Something else they've been able to do so far tonight is earn those tough points in the paint.
Here's Maynard. The dish to Singleton. He kicks it to Maynard. Wizards passing it around. Unloads from 13. And that's good off the glass that time. Maynard's got his first points of the game. 2 for 1 opportunity here if they want it.
That's what I'd do. Make sure you get a couple of shots here to close this quarter.
Puts up a 3. Washington with the rebound. 8-second difference between the shot clock and the game clock. Here's Webster. It's rebounded by Livingston.
He's one guy the defense is not afraid to leave open from that range, and for obvious reasons.
And it's Terry off the drive. Livingston. Here's Teletovic. And it's good, assisting on the play with Livingston. Teletovic has got himself going with the triple, his first basket of the game. Maynard kicks to Porter. Here's Booker. And still a close game as the first quarter comes to a close. Nets lead by 3. We'll be back shortly live from the Verizon Center.
On tap next Monday, November 11th. Kyrie Irving and the Cleveland Cavaliers take on Derrick Rose and the Chicago Bulls. Hoops, action,